Hello. In this video, I'll be doing the acoustic guitar. Now, there's a couple of differences from the electric guitar, and it's not very much. You know, it's all the same, the tuning pegs and everything. But with the acoustic guitar, you're going to have these bridge pins, and that's what holds the string in. They're not like, you know. Obviously, since it's an acoustic guitar, you can't stick the strings through the back. So these things, if you already have one and you're trying to remove these things, sometimes they get jammed in there. Just like a little hint to get them out without scratching them is to use pliers. But you know, most pliers, you know, of course, are metal. So what you're gonna want is like a paper towel or something like that, and you just take it, you know, rip off a piece, you put it around, and then you can pull it out without worrying about scratching the pin. Just a little pointer. So, after you remove all the bridge pins and have all the, remove the strings, same way with the electric guitar, you want to wipe down the neck, the head, around the sound hole, just places that you can't get to when it has strings on. So, again, you're going to need your strings. These ones are the same as the other ones, by the same makers. They have the colored heads just to make it easier to figure out which string is which. And they also come with the packaging, which usually has a little key on it that tells you, that also tells you which string goes where. So, just to make it easier. So, the first string we're going to change, again, same as electric, is the low E string. And you just put it in, and then you take the bridge pin and stick it in on top of it, press down a little bit, and then move the string up the neck to the head of the guitar, where your tuning pegs are. Now acoustics, they're a little bit harder to tune than electrics. You know, strings of course are heavier, so I might have a little bit more problems with this one than the other one, but I don't think I should. So just while you're doing it, to make sure you have it in the right slot for the in the nut of the guitar. That's what it's called. And then same as the electric guitar, you're going to want to turn it counterclockwise to tighten it. You can put as much, you see you don't want to pull it too tight, because then you won't have any slack to get the coils around the thing. So as you can see, I have it semi-loose, not too loose. Actually, I want to tighten it a little bit just to, so I don't have too much leftover string. So it's going to keep on falling out of the nut, so just start tightening it. Don't really worry about keep putting it back in. You can do that when you get semi-tight enough that, like now, when it starts to get just a little bit taut, stick it back in and continue tightening it. Another thing you want to pay attention to as you're tightening it, down here the pin might start coming up and it'll pull out. So just watch that, make sure it doesn't happen. It shouldn't, usually doesn't. So yeah, just continue tightening. It's going to take a while, like in the last video. So, alright, so after you start getting it tight enough, sometimes you have to hold this string to make sure it doesn't, pull out. But once you get tight enough, it should stay in, and you just continue, to coil it. Like I said in the last video, I'm really picky. I like it neat coils. I don't like it overlapping. It just looks sloppy. And yeah, that's just the way I am. So yeah, just keep on making sure it's in the nut here, and also that the pin doesn't come out down there. And just just listen to how tight it's getting. And then after you get so tight, I don't really usually worry about tuning them individually until I have them all in. And what I forgot to tell you in the last video, what the wire cutters are for. That is, with the extra string here, some people keep it on, just turn it up. I think the ends are kind of dangerous. You can stick yourself with them. So I usually like to cut them off right away. You don't want to cut it too close. It doesn't really matter what length you have it at. I like them semi-short, so maybe a little bit, half an inch from it. Yeah, it kind of makes a nasty noise. Yeah, and just get rid of that. So there you have it. That's the low E string. I have that in. It's not tuned yet, but that's what it looks like.